It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense comes onto the field first today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
Now, he was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Longhorns offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done. It's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Let's go.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Going to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Got the quick pass. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize.
Touchdown, Mississippi State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on... Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Dropping back, it's Manning. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Backed up now, here's second and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I know everyone's yelling, but you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. Think about it. Nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Stands in and takes the hit. And he's got it inside the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Unloads quickly. It's a seam wide open. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Reads it. Fires complete. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. No reason reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. How good has this offense been on 4th down, converting all 3 times, and they're lining up to go for it again. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on.
He's loose. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw that out route.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be in turnover on down.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. Turning it on! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. These DBs going to give a little cushion. To the air on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Now improvising. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Going to try to get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Got a man. It's Williams. Not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quick release on the RPO. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. He'll get rid of it. Got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the... Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Finds a crease at the 20. What a play there, and he flips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Give to the running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Bulldogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Got the quick completion. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the 1st. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. spins away from the defense. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run from the shotgun. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to fire to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Taylor wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Sends it back in motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They're working that left side, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dances away to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to the quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Great place to start for this offense. To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out.